everyone. I hope you are well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Trisha Miller. I want to do just a quick hello because this whole video you're going to be watching my hands. So what I'm going to do for you guys this week, I filmed last week every single day what I made my kids for lunch. So I want to share just some new fun ideas for you guys to help make life a little bit easier. This is going to come out the day after Labor Day. So if your kids have not already started school, I'm guessing they're about to, so I hope you find this helpful. I also want to share a huge Walmart grocery haul with you to give you some ideas there. And then finally, at the end, I want to share my latest favorite wellness shot recipe because although there's a lot of excitement and a lot of positive things that come with the start of a new school year, there's also a lot of germs and illnesses that come home. And so anything we can do to help boost those immune systems, I'm all for it. Thank you for being here. If you find this helpful, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button. And I hope you guys are having an amazing start to the school year. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with our massive grocery delivery haul from Walmart Grocery Delivery. We've got our bread for the week. I also got this one. Have you tried this yet? It's the Dave's Everything Bread. I do a veggie sandwich with hummus. It's so good. Oops, sorry, pretzels. Here we go. We've got some pretzel sticks. Tostitos, we're doing a nacho night this week. I needed some more almond butter. This is my favorite one. I'm doing a recipe. Stay tuned in a future video. I'm doing a giant pumpkin Pop-Tart recipe. So we needed some pumpkin for that. A lot of this is gonna be for the kids' lunch boxes and dinners this week. So dinner this week, can you tell what I'm gonna make? So we've got our beans for chili, got some meat later on. We needed some salsa. So now this is kind of like the dessert section of just little treats that I will pack for the kids in their lunch boxes. So we've got fruit snacks, black and white drizzle popcorn, another item from Walmart. If you haven't tried, in my opinion, it is so good. And then just to balance, so it's not always a really unhealthy treat, we've had the chocolate brownie sweet thins that are really good. The Lily's gummy bears, they come in just a little tiny pack, but that's plenty for me to pack for all three of my kids because I just do a little bit of a something sweet. My sleepy time tea, I drink this every single night. It's like my own little wellness moment, but it tastes really good in my opinion, and I feel like it helps me just relax and calm down before bed. We needed raisins for oatmeal this fall and just a bunch of different recipes, so I went ahead and got a larger bag of that. These were buy one, get one free, so I thought these would be good just when I make my own trail mix and also just to pack for a little treat in the kids' lunches. We're still in the treat section, Oreos. All right, let's get to some healthy stuff. We've got tomatoes for our nacho night, avocado for different things this week, shredded carrots, green pepper, crackers, spinach, English cucumbers. Everybody in our family loves cucumbers except Charlie. So those will go really quickly. We've got some blueberries. So I have some lemon and some ginger. I'm gonna be making some wellness shots this week. And stay tuned for a video soon where I will show you my recipe for the wellness shots. It's not gonna be in this video, but it'll be coming up soon, I promise. Just an onion, some grapes. These are gonna be for the wellness shots as well. And so is the spinach. Big old bag of apples. I love apples in the fall. They are just, I know that's when they're in season, but oh my gosh, so good. And lots of yogurt. So I typically buy yogurt containers, but I can't pack that in their lunch. It doesn't fit in their lunchbox. So we've got the Go-Gurts, and then we've got the pouches, bananas, all the cheeses, some sour cream for our chili night and our nacho night. This is gonna be for that giant Pop-Tart that I talked about. Steven likes to put half and half in his coffee. We've got my milk and then the milk for the rest of the family. Steven and I's iced coffee. I'm kind of hoping when the weather gets a little bit colder, maybe I won't want as much iced coffee, but right now I am still just loving it. Got some turkey for lunches, and these are just a nice, easy, quick lunch. I actually cannot eat spicy things, and these are not spicy. I know they're labeled spicy, but in my opinion, they're really not that bad. And I'm a huge wuss when it comes to spice, so they are really, really good. All right, let's grocery haul. I'm gonna get this put away, and then I'm gonna show you the lunch ideas throughout the week for the kids.
All right, the first thing I want to show you is how I prep the thermos containers so that their lunch stays warm throughout the day. I am lucky because each of my kids have lunch within 3 hours of when they get on the bus, so it doesn't have to stay hot for that long, but this is what works. And by the way, these thermos containers are the best. I will, just so you know, I will link everything in the video description box below that you see. But what you need to do is you need to boil some water. I have an electric kettle that just makes it so much faster. So I just boil some water, I pour the boiled water into the thermos, put the lid on it, and then I let it sit. I like to do at least 10-15 minutes, the longer the better. But 10-15 minutes is usually all that I have in the morning to get it to sit, and it's worked so far. So that's a little trick for you guys there. And then on Monday, I only had to make lunch for Liam and Rory. Charlie wanted to buy lunch that day. Rory always wants to pack lunch, at least so far. The boys, it really just depends on what the school is actually serving. But today I decided to do a breakfast for lunch. So we're going to do some quick scrambled eggs, and I went ahead and doubled up the eggs so that I could also just feed it to them for breakfast that day. So that made that a little bit easier. I got a 2-for-1 out of it. And then we're also going to be warming up some French toast sticks and adding that in. I have a little container to put some syrup in. And then I also added some blueberries to the side and a yogurt pouch. So a couple of things really quick to point out. I don't ever pack juice or anything extra for them to drink at lunchtime. They have really big water bottles that they bring to school, and they do a good job of bringing them to lunch with them, and then the water bottles actually make it home each day. There's been a couple of times they've left them, but not very often. But I do always include a note. Rory, this is my daughter's lunch that I'm making right now. She's just entering kindergarten, so she can't read yet. So I try to keep it simple. I usually just do pictures or just a heart, and she knows like smaller words like we and yous. So for this day, I was packing for Liam and Rory. Charlie wanted to buy lunch again, and Liam and Rory did not want the same thing. Liam loves macaroni and cheese, and so he got the leftover macaroni and cheese from dinner the night before, so that was nice and easy. I just warmed it up in the microwave. I already primed the thermoses with the boiling water. I didn't want to make you watch that again, so just assume now when I use those thermoses that I have already primed them. And then for Rory, I went ahead and just heated up some dino nuggets, and I put those in her thermos, and she loved them. She ate every single bite of those, and she said they stayed, like, she called them hot. So I think it's working really, really well. I don't know if they were hot when she ate them, but according to her, they were hot. And then I'm using a different bento box for them today. It has 4 compartments, and they're just smaller compartments, so I can pack just a little bit more snacks in them. And my goal every time when I'm making these lunches is to always include some type of a protein, some type of a vegetable, some type of a fruit, and then, because life is short, some type of a dessert. So I did forget to initially add the ketchup, so I went in and added that in, and that was just a ketchup packet from Chick-fil-A. So for this day, I only needed to make lunch for Rory because Liam and Charlie both wanted to buy lunch at school. And so, yes, I am cutting the grapes. It just gives me peace of mind. I know she's 5 years old and she's capable of eating a grape, but my mom brain will just worry about them all day. I sometimes cut the boys' grapes still. They get a little bit upset about it, so I try not to, but I just can't help it. It's the mom in me. So I'm going to use these little cutout cutter cookie thinner. The one I'm using right now is in the shape of a pumpkin, but I'm cutting Rory's cucumbers. I'm sorry, I didn't use the pumpkin, I used the apple shape. I do have a pumpkin one, so stay tuned for that in future lunch videos. By the way, comment below if you like these lunchbox videos and I will continue to make them. This is the first time I've done this. So I'm using the cutout because what's great is then I get 2 days out of the cucumbers. So I'll do the smaller pieces for her today, and then another day that week I'm gonna use the outer part. So it makes me use them more. So I appreciate that. I don't think it's extra. I like the shapes. I think it's fun, and my kids like them. And it makes them eat their fruits and vegetables. So I am all for that. So for the main course for Rory's, I'm going to take a tortilla, I'm going to spread peanut butter, and I'm going to put the banana on top of that and just roll it up. I've done it before where I do peanut butter with some raisins, or I'll do peanut butter with some chocolate chips. So I just kind of switch up the items that I put in the middle, and then I can make that typical tortilla with peanut butter item multiple times. Okay, for today, I needed to make lunch for Charlie and Rory because Liam wanted to buy lunch at school. And so I decided to do a ham and cheese quesadilla. It took about 4 minutes to cook them. It was super easy. I did 2 pieces of ham in each of them, 1 piece of cheese folded in half, and I just cooked them until the cheese melted. And it was good because it was still a little bbit soft on the outside for the tortilla because I didn't want it to be too crispy because then they would not eat them. And I didn't show you guys each day when they brought their lunches home. I'll maybe try to remember to do that. If you guys like these videos, let me know in the comments. Do you also want me to show you what they ate and what they didn't eat when they got home? Because I will say Rory ate about half of her quesadilla. Charlie ate the whole thing, but I think it was just too much food for Rory. So she brought half of that home and she ended up actually eating it then for a snack after school. I reheated it for her. So I guess technically she ate the whole thing by the end of the day. For the sides for each of them, I did a yogurt pouch, and then I gave Rory the second half of the cucumbers from the day before. Charlie does not like cucumbers, so I did carrots for him, and then for their little dessert, I gave them mini Oreos. Okay, we made it to Friday. So today, the last day of the week, all 3 kids wanted me to pack lunch for them, which I was surprised because it was pizza day and usually they're big fans of that, but they did not want to. So for Rory, I made something different. The boys really wanted BLT sandwiches. Rory did not. So I'm starting with Rory's. I'm doing some ants on a log, but instead of doing regular raisins inside, I'm doing these chocolate covered raisins. I thought that would be a fun Friday surprise for her because she's used to just raisins. And that was a good protein for her with the peanut sauce, so that was the main part of her lunch. And then for her sides, I decided to add cheese sticks, some pretzel sticks, some cut up grapes, and then some more of those little gummy bears. So for the boys' BLT sandwiches, I always toast the bread and it keeps the bread from going soggy. Charlie likes mayonnaise on his and Liam likes honey mustard. And then I keep it simple when they're taking it to school. I just do the sauce that they want and then I put the bacon pieces on top and I do the lettuce on the side in their lunchbox because it will get soggy if I put the lettuce on ahead of time, and neither of them likes to have tomato on their sandwiches. If I'm doing a bento box for the boys, I like these from Pottery Barn Kids. They just have kind of deeper compartments, and I've had these for years and they hold up really, really well, so I will definitely include those in the links below. So I'm adding the lettuce on the side and the boys will just add that to their sandwich right before they eat it. I'm adding an applesauce pouch for each of those. I'm gonna do the mini Oreos for their dessert and then some fruit. Okay, here's what you need for the wellness shots. We are going to use some spirulina powder, some green apple. I'm going to juice an entire lemon. I have about a 1-inch slice of fresh ginger, 1.5 cups of spinach, and then I will add water as needed, but these are going to be the little containers that I put the wellness shots in. And then I'm going to blend it up in my NutriBullet. I should probably mention that these wellness shots are for parents. Stephen and I are the ones that will be drinking these throughout the week. The kids will not touch them because of the color. I have a carrot one that ends up being like an orange hue that they'll take a little sip of, but I haven't convinced them yet to get into the wellness shots, but I think it's just as important for parents to take care of ourselves because they are bringing the germs home to us, and it always hits us a little bit harder when we catch those colds from them. So I am adding all the ingredients in. I added about a cup of water, mostly because my NutriBullet needs more water in order to blend it like a juice. If you have an actual juicer, you won't need to worry about that. And I am thinking about investing in a juicer at some point, so if you have one that you really like, let me know in the comments. So the next step, if you don't have a juicer, is just to take some type of strainer and pour it out, and you'll see the actual juice that's coming out below it. And then I always use a funnel when I fill up these tiny little jars because I will inevitably spill it everywhere. And so as far as the taste for these, I taste the ginger and the lemon when I drink them, and I think they actually taste really good. I can sip it. I don't need to take it like an actual shot, so it tastes that good. I hope you'll try them. Leave the comment below if you try them or if you have a favorite recipe that you like to do for wellness shots. I am always willing to learn some new recipes, so definitely let me know. And thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found this helpful. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.